Can I? Okay. So just a follow up from last week's training class about the head and shoulders and the inverse head and shoulders, and we also did the double bottom and double top patterns. So the follow up for that today will be the introduction to the cup and handle pattern, the inverse cup and handle, ascending triangle and descending triangle. These patterns are slightly a bit different from the previous one that we learned, but they roughly do the same thing. So I'll show you all a few of what it means, the few patterns of what it means. So spotting an ascending and descending triangle formation or pattern, first thing you got to notice is the equal highs and the equal lows in order to form the triangle formation. Later I'll show you a bit more examples of what I mean. Higher lows or lower highs will contribute to the triangle formations, whether it's an upward or a downward triangle, a descending or an ascending triangle. And ascending triangle usually means that the chart is forming an upward trend, rather a bullish movement. Descending triangle usually means the chart is forming a downward trend or bearish movement. So this is one example of the descending triangle pattern and ascending triangle pattern. I don't know if you guys can see, but you can clearly spot there is a triangle formation happening. So the triangle formation happening on a descending triangle pattern for the first example would be to actually notice the lows that are equal, the two lows that are equal together. So that will form basically the baseline, or rather like how we learned last week, the neckline. So that will be exactly what it means for the support and resistance line. But in this formation will be the two equal lows that will form it. So as you can see, I think if I zoom in a bit more over here. Oops, sorry, wait, I don't think I zoom in, but let me see if I can. I don't think I zoom in, but yeah, as you can see from this formation, that only at the point where the breakout happens, then you can confirm that this is a descending triangle pattern. And then there is when the target can be set in order to gain a profit from that. For the ascending triangle pattern on the right, it's basically the same thing, but it's the inverse of it. So what contributes to the ascending triangle pattern will be the higher highs. So as you can see, the first point, second point, and the third. So when that formation happens, after drawing a line across like this, we also can draw another line that shows the equal highs. Over like here, how we can see the equal lows. So only at the point where it consolidates to the area like this, and it breaks out, then the target can be set. So moving on to the next. Later on I'll show you some examples on a live chart for ascending and descending triangle patterns. So the additional information for both ascending and descending triangle formations is that the formation does not have to be consolidated from the widest to the narrowest point before breaking out. It can break out before the narrowest point. So going back to here, for example, the breakout does not have to happen over here when it consolidates. As long as it consolidates and it breaks out above the neckline, then we can confirm a target. So breakout also can be confirmed when equal highs or equal lows are surpassed. So moving on to the next one. Next one is a slightly different pattern. I think it's a bit more unique. It's called a cup and handle and inverse cup and handle pattern. Basically, these patterns look like a cup and handle forming. So one of the characteristics of a cup and handle pattern is to avoid taking a V-shaped pattern. You roughly have to consolidate to become a U-shape first. So a lot of people mistake this for a V-shaped pattern, which will not be applied to a cup and handle formation. So cups with a more U-shaped formation will provide a stronger signal and are more reliable. And cup and handle patterns signal a bullish breakout. Likewise, an inverse cup and handle pattern would signal a bearish breakout, meaning a downward trend. So this is two examples of the inverse cup and handle and the cup and handle pattern. So I think you can see clearly, you can see a formation on the left side for the inverse cup and handle, forming a very nice bell curve. outwards. So when it drops, it will showcase a handle or a channel rather. So from that channel onwards, when the breakout happens below the channel, then the target can be set. So only when the curve happens, the cup happens, then the handle happens. Only when these two happens after that period of time, you only can confirm that this pattern has been formed. So likewise for the cup and handle also as well. I think it's a bit harder to spot this one because the formation is not so gradual. But you can roughly see there is a channel coming out here, a handle pattern, and a breakout above that. So just to recap, so the cup and handle would constitute to a bullish movement upwards, and the inverse cup and handle would constitute to a downward or a bearish movement. So again, later I'll show you all the past charts of the 9 months. So additional information on these two patterns that the handle does not have to be a parallel channel. So as long as the handle is formed in any manner, then we can see that the handle has been actually confirmed. A target can be set anywhere after the breakout of the handle. So just let me go back and show you some of the examples. So for one example here that I spotted just now while preparing the slides was that this is the Swiss franc and Japanese yen. This is a 4-hour chart, as you can see. We can kind of see a cup and handle formation happening. So based on the curvature of this one here, and then you can see a breakout would happen. So I know it's a little bit hard to spot this one without the curve. It's very hard to spot the cup and handle formation. But this is the exact same chart, but on a one-day pattern. If I show you on a one-day pattern, you can see it a bit more clearer. So this is how it looks on a one-day chart compared to a 4-hour. So now you can see actually a very clear definition of what the cup and handle pattern means. So as long as the breakout happens above the handle, then you can confirm a target can be set anywhere as long as it breaks out above here. So to showcase another one for the triangle pattern, this is the euro dollar. The euro and the US dollar. So as you can see, this is the ascending triangle formation, where the highs are lower, and then it's equal on the lows here, and then we can see a breakout happening above the formation. So this is another example of it. Yeah. So that's basically it. Do you guys have any questions or anything you all need to want to clarify on this pattern analysis? Okay, or?
I ask a question. How do you like differentiate between like the head and shoulder inverse and the cup and handle?
Oh yes, okay. So just give me a moment. No. Okay, I should take the wrong. Yeah. So for example, yeah, I have a handle here. Without putting in any of these indicators, for example, if I take them away, now this pattern can be roughly seen as a inverse head and shoulder pattern. If you actually notice, the head will be over here, the left shoulder and the right shoulder can be formed over here or here, and then the breakout continues. So like I said, it's a bit hard to spot and differentiate between the cup and handle and the head and the inverse head and shoulder, but they essentially do the same thing. They essentially indicate a movement upwards. So the same sentiments that they both have. Yeah. So it depends on each individual to see it a bit more clearly. For me, it doesn't really look as clear for a head and shoulder pattern here, but it does signify a more clearer cup and handle pattern. Yeah.
So would you say that the cup and handle, it forms for longer time periods?
Yes, they do. It's easy to see actually on a longer time period.
Okay.
Yeah. They do form actually on also a 1 hour chart or 15-minute chart, but they're easier to spot on a daily chart candlestick. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think just now I showed like the 4 hour versus the 1 hour. Yeah, easier to see on the one. I'm sorry, the 4 hour versus the 1 day. Easier to see on the 1 day chart. Yeah. Any more other questions?
I know this question is like valid, but like when you see these kind of things, right, then what do you think of? Like, do you think of like selling, buying, or like?
Yeah. So firstly, I will apply these patterns. I'll spot them first to see whether what looks like what pattern, and then from there I would actually realize that this is whether it will be a movement upwards or a movement downwards. So but because looking at a 1 day chart, I will know okay, if I'm looking at long term, then I would want to buy. But if I look at it on a 15-minute chart for let's say a cup and handle pattern, it may not be as clear, so it will not indicate as much. So even if I look towards buying upwards, it might just form a more downward trend. Yeah. So like for example, if I zoom in here to a very small chart, so instead of a 4 hour, I zoom in back to maybe a 1 hour. Oh, I cannot scroll beyond it, but. But yeah, if I were to zoom in, if let's say around this range. So if I was to zoom in like that, right, then I can't really see any cup and handle formation happening. It looks very like a very natural movement for it looks like any other chart. So it's only when I look at it on a bigger picture, on a bigger time scale, then I can actually really notice a pattern happening or forming. Yeah. So for example, I think to reinforce on your question, like for example this movement downwards, right? If this haven't formed yet, this handle haven't formed yet, then we cannot see that whether you go up or down, because there's no very clear indication. If this haven't formed, most people would think that okay, this is the top, and then it's time to drop a bit more because this was the low that was happened before, and this is the next low. So if this handle haven't formed, then I would tend to think that a drop might happen over here if I draw a line, and then this might be a channel upwards. But the minute it breaks the channel, also it can go downwards. Like anything that goes up must come down. Yeah. So only with this channel, then I will know that okay, this is a cup and handle formation, and the minute it breaks over here, it gives me an upward movement. Yeah.
Also, if you don't see the cup and handle, then it's actually like you break through the downward, the resistance as you know, kind of support, then you think that you go down now, is it?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So just to showcase back again.
Sorry, the t-shirts are here. Can we just enter for a while? Bodies. Oh, yes. Jiao is aware of it.
Like, anyone or? I'll wait for them to.
I'm not sure whether you still got any question or not.
Okay.
Is there anyone asking questions?
So yeah. Is there any other questions you all have, or you would like to know more about this?
There's not much differentiating between the, let's say like cup and handle and the head and shoulder one. Because they serve the same purpose.
Yeah, they do serve the same purpose. But just that for some people they might see it differently because patterns are a bit hard to spot. So noticing like which one applies to you better to spot it faster and more reliable towards you, then that would be to each individual as a trader or investor. Some people might see it as a head and shoulder pattern if it's clear enough to them. But some people might see it as a cup and handle. It's clear also to them.
But if you spot it as a reverse head and shoulder, you also part like earn more right down here. Because like you will buy at a lower price.
Correct.
But then if you in the cup and handle, then you only buy it when you hit your handle part.
Yeah. But in reverse head and shoulder one, usually if you're waiting for the pattern to form, you wouldn't buy it at the head. You'll wait until the right shoulder forms.
Yeah, but correct. Then means at this point the right shoulder already formed. So
Right.
you will buy actually at a lower price.
Yeah.
Supposedly, okay.
Because if you look at it in like I say in the bigger picture, if you can buy it here, but then if you buy it here, you will not know based on what pattern you're buying on. Because if all this happen yet, this will not, you cannot say that this is a head and shoulder pattern or cup and handle. So you will not know whether this can drop even further if you buy it at the spot.
But in some sense, you will probably like spot like head and shoulder first as compared to spotting a cup and handle first.
Yeah. Like I said, it depends on each individual. Yeah. But they do roughly serve the same purpose. Yeah. So yeah, because when I started off spotting patterns, it was a bit tough to differentiate between a cup and handle and a reverse head and shoulder. So like I think one of the slides also mentioned that preferably do not go for a V-shaped pattern. So I think over here, yeah. So avoid taking like V-shaped formations. If you can also see like here, right? It's not a very sharp and then upwards climb. You can actually kind of roughly tell there's like a curvature happening. I think it's a bit clearer also for here. So the sharper the V shape, right, then you can, some people would see it as an inverse head and shoulder or head and shoulder because it's not very gradual, the curve. Yeah. So I think that's the slight difference between these two, between the head and shoulder and the cup and hand. Yeah. So yeah, any other questions or anything? Okay. Or we'd like to clarify on the triangle formations as well, or not just the cup handle. I think it's quite clear, is it? To see it. I think it's only clear if the lines are being drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the challenge is that in order to draw the lines, you need to spot it first before drawing the lines to confirm what you see. Yeah. So I think that's the biggest challenge in spotting a pattern. Yeah.
I got a stupid question. How do you know when you need to draw the line?
When to draw the line?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if let's say the lines were not drawn, and then I would not know where to draw or when to write, then as long as I see something in my eyes that seems like a triangle formation, I will draw the lines to confirm what I see.
What if the line that you draw is not a triangle, then you just remove and draw it?
yeah, then I just reapply and then reply. If it doesn't confirm a triangle, then it's not. Yeah. Because the only way to confirm the triangle formation is that it must be equal height. All this on the top and all this on the bottom also must be equal. They cannot go lower. These are all parallel. I mean, sorry, 180 degrees. Yeah. So for the lines here ascending and the lines there descending, it can be as steep upwards or even gradual. Yeah. I think the most important is the equal highs and equal lows. Yeah. So I think seeing that first is one thing, to draw the horizontal line, and then secondly applying the gradual climb or the decline line. Anything else? Or?